So I was just having a load of different thoughts about the fashion industry. So basically, first thing I wanted to say was watching modern day fashion brands showcase their work through things like catwalks. It's very evident that the style that they're bringing forward is something that is almost indefinitely just created for the catwalk itself, and the whole profile, look, appearance of the catwalk itself, it makes it look really nice, the catwalk, but not really much else. As much as it would look cool to see someone wear these outfits, I agree, yeah, some of them do look kind of cool. Not really, actually, it doesn't matter. My point is that they are most definitely just created for the catwalks. So these ideas, they don't really give you a better impression of the future and of what's to come and what's being developed right now and what has been being developed and what's on the rise and like what's interesting and what interests them as well. It almost looks as though they listened to a song and they thought, this style I could make into a whole collection, which is something you could arguably do and get away with, and most probably have been doing for a really long time. But honestly, in my opinion, I think it's not in everyone's best interest. It's just in that one person's interest. And everyone's best interest is really around having something that they connect with. It's like if the fashion designer, the person at the very top of the pyramid who does all the designs and runs the brand, chooses what is released and that sort of thing, was to go individually person to person and say, okay, this person would look good in this outfit, and then this person would look good in this outfit, and this person would look good with, well, these 4 outfits, maybe 3. This concept basically suits people in their best interest better, because all of a sudden now they're actually being looked after. Someone's caring for who they are and they're catering for them and not really for something that doesn't even really exist. It's like a fantasy idea that they're kind of running with in these current modern day concepts that you see in the design of fashion, and more or less all of the time in all fashion like approaches. So from watching a bunch of recent like recently released catwalks the last couple of years, it just doesn't really give me the impression that these developers, as if to say, are really looking into creating something that will ever even interest people enough in the slightest. Something that's revolutionary, something that's something that connects with people's spirit in a sense, something that connects with something that makes them excited, and then in turn they'll go to someone else, someone close to them, could be a friend, a family member, and they'll say, I've got something to show you, it's so interesting and it's making me so excited and I have to tell you about it, it's making me like blah blah blah. If this was happening, then you'd have people going, these are worth a look and these are worth a check out, and I honestly don't think like that's happening anywhere. If there is, then there's like a blog and there'll be like, these were the best bits, if you know what I mean. I don't think there is anything like that. I just think it's just all people just talking about, well, I say talking, they're expressing themselves in a sense of talking about modern day events and the way that they feel in turn, and their need to want to express their response but can't with words, so they do it in this form of art. That as well as mixing in lots of different cultures of music and existing fashion already, and um, basically any other current uh, mediums of creativity that involve culture are being threaded in to the underlying expression that is being given forward when you look at these uh, fashion creators, fashion designers even. So a good example of not doing this and creating this would be like, actually it's a good idea, obviously it can't just be done that easily, would be to, I guess, be more in tune with everyone and everything, and having less of a prestigious look, obviously not charging so much money for it, and being way more, like I've already said, in tune with everyone and their best interest, which would be benefiting. If you can benefit everyone, then everyone's interested. What kind of benefit? It could be loads of different types of benefit. You could benefit someone in a term of teaching them something, or giving them something, or teaching them. You could teach them how to do something, or you could just teach them about something, or you could teaching them to do something. You could teach them how to do something that they're already doing but better, and then they're going to benefit from this forever, every day until they die. Is not just something that you buy and throw away. You could teach them something by having like a message in the art or on the art physically. You could benefit someone by saying that the money they've spent on the product, a percentage of that goes towards a certain charity, or the material the product's made from has a background of being organic and benefiting the earth, instead of wasting a lot of wastage and that sort of thing. There's lots of different things you can do to benefit individuals as well as everyone's best interest, as far as what the things I've said. So impressions that I'm getting are that the current designers just aren't really interested in that connection with people. More or less the hate to say it, like ignorant look of, I have this platform, or I have this power, I have this money, I have this whatever that you don't have, and here's my way of showing it to you. Could even be a form of art that they want to show you, but they only give you tiny bits of it and never show you the full expression of what they were trying to do with that movement. Instead, they'll just feed you little bits, like, I'm just too intelligent for you to. That's kind of arrogant. When you have a deeper meaning to something as well, that's just as interesting as the surface art, stuff like that. I really like the idea of playing with colours, because as much as you can make interesting line drawings, you can make really cool combinations with colour and have the same effect, and that can be employed through prints as well as colour combinations and outfits. All these types of concepts, I feel, go completely out the window when you come to cultivating modern day fashion, and they really go way too far with the whole profile of being glamorous and ignorant, like, I have money and power, some kind of hidden intelligence or something. Whatever it is, it just seems arrogant, and I feel like in that sense people will ignore it because of that as well. If, like what I was saying, it benefits them, people will in turn be interested even more. So I feel like there's that too. Yeah, those were my first thoughts about the fashion industry, and how it is and could be a bit different, and um, maybe there are places in the industry where this is happening. I'm just not really seeing it, is my point. As well as that, I'd like to say that fashion does have a large impact on culture and everything that's affected by culture, so it could always benefit from having a benefit, um, like a beneficial concept that they're running with, because everyone's going to be affected by it. I mean, not everyone, but everyone that is aware, which clearly is a large group of people, will be affected by it and be inspired by it. So to have a beneficial message, or like a positive message is better to say, is almost always in everyone's best interest, better to do. So that's another thing I wanted to say. It's really difficult to come across unegotistical in this paradigm, but it is very, very potentially possible. Anyway, that's all I have to say, I guess. These are my thoughts on the fashion industry. Thank you so much. Watch another video, like, subscribe, blah blah blah. Bye.